Hi. This is Telltale's Game of Thrones. Welcome to Game of Thrones. I normally don't play these episodic games until they're all out. I don't like waiting. 4 of the 6 episodes are out. 4th episode came out today, I guess. But I decided I would buy it this time. Lame. I don't know. I was bored. But, sorry. I'm suddenly sniffling the second I started streaming. Yeah. I like Game of Thrones. I won't talk about this show too much. I know this takes place sort of after the end of Season 3. I don't know if it has spoilers for Seasons 4 and 5. It looks like it might. I think it's supposed to be canon with the show, they say, but I'm not sure how that really works. Yeah. Okay. I also know a lot of book stuff. I don't know. I'll try not to spoil anything. I'll just keep... Pretty much, I'll talk about anything from Seasons 1 through 3, because it's basically talk about anything from Seasons 1 through 3. And, otherwise I'll try to keep spoilers to a minimum. Yeah, so, let's get started. Let's, begin episode 1. Northerners will never forget. It's true. Did that work? No, it didn't. There. Okay. That was weird. Anyways. Oh, wait. Oh. It crashed. Seriously, it crashed. Oh my god, what's it doing? It's weird. Alright, we're back. The fuck was that? Seriously. Thrones stunts, Game of Thrones stunts. Ding, 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 anyway. Because they can't just use the Game of Thrones theme. I figured they would get that right. Anyways. Episode 1. Okay. Game series adapts the stories tailored for how you play. I know. Well, supposedly. It's probably a lot like Wolf Among Us. I already know this backstory, that's all I know. Thousands of years, House Forrester have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. Darker creatures of the Wolfswood, they harvest rare ironwood from Telltale the Wolfswood. Now the North been ripped apart by war and rival houses to claim Forrester ironwood for themselves. The fate of House Forrester hangs in the balance. Yeah. The Wolfswood. Okay. I know where that is relative to things.
The trout in the towers, the wolves dropped their fish and they all ran away. The trout, he flopped off when I was
Turn on subtitles.
Two weddings brought on by beheadings, and dying comes for me. 2 weddings, 2 weddings brought on by beheadings, and all is happily.
The great Jamie Lannister,
Made this
Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know. Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You? I'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
Why not?
You don't give swords like that to pig farmers.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
So what really happened?
Someone caught him, I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
Brought him to his
Lord
knees.
Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face!
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story, which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it.
This is amazing.
Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester
This
for
is very loud. I
centuries.
should fix that. Sorry.
His honor is beyond
Sometimes.
reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. You've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Rob Stark, the King in the North!
The king
King
of
of
the
Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Winter is coming!
Let's hope it waits till this bloody war's over.
Got it.
Fortunately,
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now.
What do you mean?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you?
To bring honor to House Forrester, my lord.
You have more honor than those who were born to it. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
starting out pretty well. Squire.
Bloody hell.
Squire, fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Make it up to you.
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me. Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norrin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once.
It's your job to do the work and stop complaining.
You try squiring for Norrin and see how much you like it. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Ah, pig farmers. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
Give it time. You'll get there.
Or easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
Twins. I won't say what's gonna happen.
Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
He's afraid.
Fucking phrase. Nice night for a wedding.
If you haven't seen Game of Thrones,
Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his
should
daughters.
stop watching, actually. Generally watches if you're caught with Game of Thrones.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong? What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush. But what about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush?
They've got weapons.
Who brings fucking weapons to a
We
wedding?
need to find Roderick. He's out there by himself.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Wasn't leaving this guy.
We need to get back to camp.
And the frame master. Oh shit! Crap! How do I put Leave these areas. Gotcha. I was using Wes.
Garrett, we have to get back.
Roger. Doing well.
From the king!
What do I do? Tell me what to do. Okay. Got some shield.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one! What?
Oh, damn it. Yeah. Okay. I'll cool. Let's continue. Where will it take me? Just back to where I saved. Yeah. Where I saved. I want to change the volume, but I keep worrying that, like, I'm trying to pause, skip something.
Whoa!
I'm surprised that was a
Shoot
one
that
failure,
one!
one death.
What?
That's a mouse person. Work team.
Look out!
The indicator for green hats. Press down. I did it. I
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
The Freys. They slaughtered him, my lord.
Find a weapon, quickly!
No!
Dr. Free, you fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
We need to treat him. We need to help him. See, he's got an arrow.
7 hells.
You're wounded, my lord.
I've suffered worse.
Yeah, I know, but
The phrase says time's over.
you're bad, man.
Guard this with your life.
Is that a Valyrian
Turn
steel
it
sword?
Iron Wrath where it belongs.
Is that Valyrian steel?
There's no time to waste. I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
Is it Valyrian?
What the phrase says
You have
about
to go.
stage-
I will do as you command, my lord.
You have served me well. I know I can count on you. Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those Forresters.
Now go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking Forresters.
With love from Lord Frey.
Run. Disappear. Disappear into the night. Yeah. Got their Valyrian steel greatsword. I see. Oh, this is cool. We got a little 3D anime originally. I don't know why they didn't just use the regular render of the TV show. It's like no reason, but this is cute. But there's the twins. Twins. I wonder if this is actually showing us where we're gonna go. Like in this show, it's Iron Ridge. That's House Forrester. I think it is. Yeah. So one iron from ice. Not sure what that means, but it's cool. Okay. I will change the volume settings too, because this is ridiculous for you guys, I can tell. Well, maybe I should just wait and watch. We'll see. It's Pig. Pig. West. Okay. Settings. Audio. Down to 5. That looks like it's reasonable volume now for you guys. Alright. God, I believe it's still a great sword in my possession. So I'm pretty sure that's what that's meant to be. A dead pig. Oh no. What's on fire? Let's see if there's anything over here. There is not.
That's Father's car.
Okay, did Bone actually live? I forget. I think he ran somewhere. Did live.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles.
Oh
for this.
shit!
Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon.
Oh, fuck this. This ain't good.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father,
I said move on.
I'm going to kill you.
Arian steel bitches.
Is that so?
Oh,
You can
yeah.
try if you like, and then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North.
Don't give a shit.
I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
No.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Come get it, you bastard.
That's not good.
All right. Finish this fucking
No,
pig
you
farmer.
don't.
Pathetic.
Get the pitchfork. Or the axe.
Yeah, they are a pig.
Axe. I think length is good. Okay, you can't use blast. I just used it the first time. And so that was where the hammer stays. In this area, since it's QE and blast. You're gonna try to use that. That. This keyboard noise is quite lame. Nice.
Mercy. Please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders.
Get out of my house.
Thank you.
Lord Whitefield will see you hang for this.
Will he now?
That much I promise.
They gonna kill my dad? Alright, that was weird. That was bad.
Father?
Whatever went on right there. Not
Get it. You survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid. I tried to stop them.
Why do these textures look so bad? I have textures on high.
I'll kill the men who did this.
I'll kind of just let one go. So, maybe not. I believe my switching characters. I know you switch. Oh no, still. Iron Wrath, Stronghold, or House Forrester.
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Carrot!
Oh, it's too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly.
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
They attacked me. I had no choice but to defend myself.
Of course. And we can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us.
Yeah.
These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Alright, I want to control this. Oof. Oof. Old world healing methods, that's not for you.
These are dark days, I fear.
That was
To
disgusting.
lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Roderick and Lord Forrester. We can avenge them.
And attack House Frey. Now is the time to find allies, not enemies. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
He gave me a message to deliver.
A message? About what? What did he tell you?
Get my uncle. I was told only to tell him.
Your uncle? I see. Must be rather important, then. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg. Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
The Ironwood Grove. Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good. Roderick. He was our best warrior by far. Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now. Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately. Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home. Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son.
No. No. Fourthborn's not a good role.
You seem to be favouring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tengrin. Look, I'll show you.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters.
Except Valyrian steel, no one's answered that for me.
No, you see there? You're limping again.
I'm fine, really.
So we can put it over there. Nope. Let's look at the rest of the maps. There's more detail that I didn't look at, I think. Am I allowed just to take his stuff? I guess I am.
This might help.
Stealing things sure is nice. Which the Maester finished exploring.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
Or horrible and disgusting. I get to talk to him. Come on. Don't be...
Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
Ah, they'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left. Just as they've done before.
Who is the new Lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although given the circumstances of your... circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
Let's see.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
Robb Stark named him to lead the van for the march on Casterly Rock.
A fitting tribute, no doubt. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Keeping his promise.
Any last words before he passed?
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Shit.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution.
They attacked me!
And they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you cannot win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
Oh,
And what would you have us do? Nothing?
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this will accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
It wasn't murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan?
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House
To
Bolton.
the wall.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
Uncle, my place is here. Who would defend the house? You said we need men who can fight.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
I won't put others at risk. I'll go.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
That settles it then.
I need to tell him the truth. I need to tell him the
You
thing.
can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food.
I need to know something.
We haven't much time. The Whitehills will come looking for you.
You need to know something. Wait. No. I have something to tell him. Okay, good. We're alone.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you want to stay, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war.
You're the only family I have left.
I need to tell
In
him.
my heart, I know I'll see you again.
I've been waiting for the right moment to
good.
tell you.
What?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett.
Lady Forrester asked, but I said nothing.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the Wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
That's gonna be tough. Ranger, steward, or builder. With my leg, being a ranger is hard.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Those must be House
Remember,
Forrester's words.
you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the Wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Garrett, wait!
House Forrester.
Be safe.
No, she likes me. That's depressing. Found one that's watched forever when I go there. There's no escaping your oath. Is this where Garrett's story for this episode ends? Let's see. Yeah, now it's written to Lady Forrester.
Ethan?
Or Ethan.
Ethan!
Ethan Forrester, or House Forrester.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I'm here. It's okay. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise
Who's
you.
she betrothed to? That's what I want to know.
I don't want
I think she's the other
her
character
either.
I play as.
Maester Ortengrin
I think
said
it's Garrett,
he got sent to the wall.
Ethan, and Mira.
I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
I don't care what he says. I can protect you.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training. and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything.
He's probably the second son, so he got
Promise me you won't be like
frustrated
that.
about his
Please, just be you. I like you the way you are.
inheritance not existing.
I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I don't want to get angry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple.
It's not
It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Alright. I want a cooler outfit.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
I know my siblings won't like it, but it's my job. I gotta control this house and steer it into a good direction. Why don't I just like jump off the little baby cliff? It's not like I'm standing just what I do.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
The business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
What should I say to him?
Tell him and his men to leave.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
This will be tough. Lord Whitehill, I presume. At least he doesn't have Ramsay with him. Yet.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
How dare you?
I dare, and I'll do as I damn well please. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Bruce Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business. Keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said. when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
That's not how it happened.
And you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their time.
Ooh,
where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose
We sent him
Bolton.
to the wall.
What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering you're
Ooh, they have
and
something
all, but this,
going on.
This is
That's why I'm
not
not
over.
supposed to trust her.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
That guy. He took a chance.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
No. Okay, that's by the switching sign, yeah. Here we are.
Your sister
at the
can
Red
help
Keep.
us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor.
Oh.
And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
It must be one of her handmaidens. Ironwood, so this must be my room because it's got an ironwood box. Books, a coin, a letter. Where's the brooch?
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to
A
me.
high garden brooch. I misread
It
that.
once belonged to Lady Elena.
Really? Carved on the tree.
Ethan made this for me.
Oh. A Yunkai coin.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Letter.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Makes no sense. We're under here. We're basically hostages because they stayed with the North, and we're here in King's Landing serving Marjorie, who's betrothed to Joffrey at this point. To steal.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Does she not know? I don't think she knows. I need to go to our Ravens.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Nothing with the Ravens? Alright. I already looked at that. Can I look at it again? The other things stop being able to look at once we're done with them. A letter from Mother.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Who's this kid? Just gonna fill my brazier, apparently. That's so cool.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
I meant to
Of
put
course,
the other
milady.
one, actually. So that wasn't what I wanted.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Lady Marjorie.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Yeah.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford.
I'm gonna be sent away.
Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but She's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Okay.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
I'm thinking in broad terms right now about my family. I'm gonna try to appease her. We need to last. No, they're Kingsguards, they're White Cloaks.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Yes. See, moments like this in these kinds of games are good, but also, like...
Good luck.
It's easy to pick the nice option. Right? Like, it just is. I don't know. There's only supposed to be, like, 7 Kingsguard, and there's 4 of them right here. Hey, look, Tyrion. Hi, Tyrion. Bad boy. Hi.
You can do this.
Tyrion's got his little baby throne. Yeah, there's a lot of Kingsguard. I don't think there were that many Kingsguard, but there are White Cloaks, not Gold Cloaks. Gold Cloaks are the City Guard, White Cloaks are Kingsguard.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Like, those...
Lord Tyrion.
Them celebrity voice actors did a good job. They got the actual
With your permission,
show actors.
allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Where's my kneel button? Where's my kneel button? Where's my kneel button?
Your Grace.
Queen is
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father.
What do you want me to say?
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances.
Sure.
There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
What do you want me to do?
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
I'm sorry,
If
Marjorie.
there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
What do you want from me, Cersei?
You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Thanks, Tyrion. Got my back.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants.
Well...
Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Not be a handmaiden anymore, I sense. Perhaps I chose poorly.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Oh, that was actually stressful. That's like, you're caught in a hornet's nest between Cersei and Marjorie. But I think Marjorie is the better long-term ally. Cersei will try to wreck my house.
I was worried.
But,
How
Marjorie's
was it?
got my back.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now.
Is it? Is it, though?
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back. Here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king?
I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. I'd marry anyone if it helped my family. Right, of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
I'm sorry, my lady. As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
I have to. For my family.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
You're staring at me?
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Can I?
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
I think letting Sarah say that was a bad idea, but I think I needed to. Alright, and we're back to Garrett, heading to the Night's Watch. There'll likely be a cost and stopped on the way. That's trouble. Get the horse, get the horse, get the horse.
7 hells.
7 faiths and 7 hells, right? Not playing. Ramsey.
Let's play a little game.
It's
shall
Ramsey.
we?
Doing the flaying.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Forresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
Oh, he's on the way.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Nope, gotta get out. It might not have been me, but I'm not risking that. I'm not risking that. Back to Ethan. I probably should have said I might have learned something.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forrester lords stand behind you.
Generations, damn. It's a lot of generations. It's a lot of
Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn.
Yeah, makes sense.
These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forrester lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others. The Lord Sentinel. Forrester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
That's not whatever, they made that up.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
Oh no.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
What'd you do?
Lord Ethan. Missed it.
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed!
What did you...
We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief.
Oh, what did he do?
Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
You stole from us.
I feared for my life. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy, go!
This is
Lord
rough.
Ethan,
I know these words are hard.
How many
but
options
they're
will they
honest.
give me?
This
How
house
quickly
is
will I have
falling.
to choose?
We'll never survive the coming winter.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
Fair enough.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please.
Yeah.
Their lord will not permit it.
We can send him to the wall.
Yeah, I can't do it. Well, it's always a punishment.
Give us justice.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
They don't have time around this one. Send him to the wall.
I sentence you to the wall, where you will join the Night's Watch.
No, please, my lord! My family, without me, they'll die!
And then send him to the wall. It's punishment I prefer. House Forrester's judgment.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
Thank you for your counsel, Maester.
It is my duty. Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Alright. I'm leaning towards the Castellan for obvious reasons, but I think that they're gonna punk me, because that is the obvious choice. Angry guy has a lot of value to him as well. Basically, if you know, there's my concept. He's my Master at Arms, and Duncan is my Castellan. If you know anything about sort of Game of Thrones, as far as the kings, like landings, sort of like Tyrion, we heard is the Master of Coins. So in those terms, he's my Hand of the King, and the guy is the Master of, I think it was just called Master at Arms. Like the lead general of, you know what I mean.
Duncan.
Anyway, sorry, I'll find
Yes,
a
my
necessary
lord.
explanation.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Actually, I wanted to ask, why did you send Garrett away?
I did it for your own protection, my lord. Garrett had to go. By sending him away myself, I thought it would keep you blameless in the eyes of the Whitehills. I only hope to give you an advantage.
I understand. And you're forgiven.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
So he'll do things to protect me, but they might undermine me. He might do things when I don't otherwise ask.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure. but it doesn't look good.
Has anything gone missing?
No, doesn't look that way. Seems Eric was the only one to resort to thievery.
No.
But I'm still worried about our stores.
Yeah.
We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times.
No, there must be something else we can do.
Well, I hope we find it soon. We won't have much room to maneuver if we don't have the option of holding fast. I can speak to the huntsmen and trappers. Perhaps they can do more. My lord.
Yeah, we're not taking the Goram peasants' food. Like, how do you even... Shield. I like our sigil. It's a good sigil. The sword and the tree. Hi, Ryan. He's my little brother.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget, but...
I'm honored.
You made your brother.
Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them.
Rules mean nothing if we don't enforce them. It doesn't matter if he's good or bad. You can't steal. That's a rule.
Well, I say he was bad. Bad men killed Father and Roderick. They need someone to hurt them back. Even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Pulse. That was weird. Go talk to our Mr. Batarm. Sir Royland. Talk to the bugger.
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know dogs could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come. Yes, my lord?
I want to do it at the council, obviously. I was talking about the sentinels.
I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the White Hills. I would never do that to you.
Yeah.
And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud.
Your words are wise, Sir Royland.
Thank you, my lord.
I will consider them as I make my choice.
So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
This is a tough decision. This is tough. Malcolm. Who's Malcolm? See the rest of
Ethan.
the
Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here.
He has a
I'll be
higher.
of no help to you in
He has a
Essos.
claim
She
on the
insists.
lordship.
I will
He's
hold,
older than
of
me.
course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. I know how to speak to her.
I'm sure you do.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Alright. Is it Leah? Her name?
Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully
True.
Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man. You said you'd get angry sometimes. This would have been a good time to see it.
I see.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
Well, I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Slash and parry. Slash and parry. Again.
I'm talking to him. Let's go into the tower, because I think I can... I'm supposed to talk to him when I need to start the small council meeting, but I can go to the tower myself. Might be something else I can find there. I'm actually torn on this decision. This is a tough one. I think they both have a lot of merit. Duncan's smart, but Royland's tough.
Slash right. That means now.
He'll lead our men, and he'll do a good job. I think Duncan's too... Duncan will undermine me again. That's how this writing works. If he did it once, he'll do it again. But it was in my best interest. I can't undersell that. Yes, I know. It's like...
You're all worthless and weak.
I do think Royland will make things worse, though. I think I have to... My father trusted Duncan. And... But pissing Royland off.
Swords up! You can lift them, yeah?
Well, give it a second.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life.
How much do we have to give, Maester?
From here to Wolfswood Creek and then across the next 2 ridges, it should be enough to satisfy Ramsay Snow, I imagine. Bloodlust can often be sated by gifts and gold.
Now, when I say parry, get that sword out!
I see why he's thinking of it. I just... Where is he? I think we need Duncan. We need to play the Game of Thrones. Roland's not gonna
My
do
lord,
that.
are you now ready to name your sentinel?
I think we need Duncan. I think Royland will push back.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
But he'll undermine me. I know he will. I know he will. Maybe I need Royland. They're the only ones on my small council. Do I not have other roles? Adjust a car, a Master Coin.
You may sit.
Whatever they're called. Treasure.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
Both work.
Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
If Grace said Duncan, I give it to Royland. This is rough. I think this is probably the last part of this episode, I'd imagine. Duncan or Royland. I think Duncan's gonna undermine me. I don't trust him.
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
I think I have to stick with Royland.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Lords.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
There's no need to panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not?
Let Duncan speak. I'd like to hear what he has to say. Duncan?
I'm sorry, Lord Ethan. You have chosen your sentinel. You should hear from him first.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain
We
with.
give it to them, and then they have no reason. Use diplomacy, we'll bargain, we'll fight. Use diplomacy.
Although Sir Royland may object, I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance, and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you
I think
will
this is the best
respect
way. I
his
think
decision.
Roland is my sentinel. He won't undermine me.
Forgive us,
But
my lord.
diplomacy
We
is
are,
an
of course,
option.
here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him at the gate.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan.
That's enough from you, Tuttle. Lord Ethan has spoken. Obey his command.
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this.
It did diplomacy.
Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate, and we will not offer our ironwood.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Yeah. I think that's how it's going to play out best. I think that Royland will not undermine me like
My lord,
Duncan will.
you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family.
So you take my...
Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can
Okay,
help us.
but he has
What about your brother,
claim.
Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it.
He's got a claim.
He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
But won't he be Lord if he returns? Do you want him to take my place?
Of course not. He has no interest in such things. And that's not what I want either.
I don't believe you.
Asher is volatile. But that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities. But you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you.
I'll get him, so I want more characters to interact with.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs.
If he tries to claim
Ethan,
the lordship.
Let me send Malcolm to Essos.
But it does, it's also a person. I'm gonna send him.
Fine.
I want to meet
Malcolm
Asher.
will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Garrett rides for the wall. Is that the end of episode 1? Or we have Garrett left. That. Okay, now back to Mira. Lady Marjorie's chambers. Red Keep King's Landing. Oh no. There's a key and her Tyrell family seal, which I could use improperly and illegally. Examine the key. Can I just not touch anything? I'm gonna back out.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know. Thank you.
You wouldn't get mad
Mira,
at me.
look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
I don't
You're
trust
sweet
her.
to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
But I will be nice to her.
Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever...
She's gonna stab me in the back. Things did not go well. I trust. Didn't expect them to be too
My lady,
easy.
I'll leave you to talk.
Be too easy for things to go well.
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again.
I fucked up.
Nothing I said could cheer him.
What can I do to make this better, my lady?
There's nothing you can do, Mira.
Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Yeah. Oh no, who's coming to attack me? Just wait and see.
Milady.
It's the cold boy.
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies.
True.
Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair.
I know people who...
People who'd be willing to help you.
People who was the one saw a question. I'm pretty sure Ramsey comes in the next episode, so I don't think that's going to play quite yet. That Kingsguard wants me, that's not good. White cloaks. White cloaks. White cloaks! Back to Garrett. No, back to Ethan. Am I in, like, battle gear?
Where the bloody hell is Duncan?
Where is Duncan?
Ah, fuck him if he's angry. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Bolton men approaching, my lord!
Fucking Ramsey and the White Cloaks.
Something wrong with your gate?
That eyebrow. Dad.
Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate. Shall we help you? Now let me in. This is a lovely pile of timber, isn't it?
You may enter.
Oh, may we? How gracious of the Lord to allow us in. And you said he wasn't a proper lord.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
Your father will appreciate it, I hope. Our ironwood is highly sought after.
My father is not so easily impressed. Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently.
Fucking Ramsey Snow.
Quite the army you have, Lord Forrester. Very impressive.
Lord Whitehill Trail. Who's out there? Is that Duncan? Where is Duncan? What's he doing? Is he gonna fuck my day over?
Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsey?
Come out where I can see you.
He's horrified and terrified of you. Mostly.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
Lord Ramsey, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
Gotta kneel.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it?
It's pretty easy.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
We will double our efforts for your father, my lord.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was Forrester Squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
No, you're mistaken. That's not how it happened.
Our men are dead. How it happened is irrelevant.
Oh.
You had me stand out in the wind and muck so you could show off your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves!
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The White Hills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of... 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
The Seven Hells he will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Stay away from my fucking brother.
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Oh, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother.
Hopefully not.
I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister.
My lord, if you want a hostage, take me.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the brave lord?
What have you done?
But I don't want the brave
I guess I don't get to play as Ethan anymore.
Far too much trouble.
Ethan!
My lord!
Oh, no!
Even though he did bend the knee.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding.
Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
Ethan. Oh, come on.
However, the Forresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Stop!
Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
So go, well, I'm
Lovely
glad.
meeting all of you.
I'm glad Asher's coming back.
We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him! Fetch the maester quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mother!
Stop!
Don't let them take me!
You will not take
Stop!
him!
No, please!
Ryan, please!
Wow.
Let me go!
Ryan!
Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Oh. Well. Story has begun indeed. Next time on Game of Thrones. Stones, Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you flat out refused.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties.
Hey, look at Jon Snow.
Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again.
See.
Our house will not.
I'm gonna take control of him next, I believe.
We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Indeed. You and 55.6% say with Bowen. You and 31.5%. Most people swear loyalty to the king. Say you and 38% send her to the wall. Roylands. Most people pick Duncan. Here in person. The gates. That was episode 1. Yeah. That was good. Very Game of Thrones ending, killing off Ethan, but, you know, Game of Thrones. Yeah. I like it. I worry that it has the, worried it's gonna be the same problem as The Wolf Among Us, where nothing I do really matters. I played Wolf Among Us before I recorded stuff, but I played that game all at once, and your choices don't matter in that game. They really don't. At all. And I get there needs to be like a uniform ending. What is it better? The names go by too fast. I couldn't see some people were. So, I get what they go for when your choices only kind of matter. I just worry that it's like, yeah, your choices only kind of matter. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure we couldn't save Ethan. I'm like 90%. Excuse me. I'm like 90% sure there's no way to save Ethan. Ramsay's a bastard. He was gonna kill him no matter what. Ramsay the bastard. Even when he gets legitimate. Oh, spoilers. I wonder how far this will go. Because it's taking place right now, like, in between seasons 3 and 4, because Marjorie and Joffrey get married in season 4, episode 2. Yeah, episode 2. So, all the text. Alrighty. So that's episode 1. We have 4 out right now. 4 of 6. Didn't end in a good place. But there is episode 1 done. And our remaining characters since Ethan's gone, we had Asher now. Anyways, I'm gonna take a break and then we'll be back for episode 2. Okay? Okay.